Hey there, Megan Jansen with Employee Wellness Solutions Network. I'm really excited today to be speaking with Lisa Lounsbury from New Day Wellness. Lisa, thank you so much for taking your time today and discussing our passion, healthy workplaces, healthy employees. Thanks so much.
Yes, thanks, Megan. I'm excited to be here with you too.
Lisa, would you mind sharing some information and insight around why is mental health education so important in our workplaces? Mental health is such a huge deal, and now more workplaces are really needing that support. Share with me your insights on that.
Well, actually, 3 years ago, Megan, we weren't talking about mental health in the workplace up here in Northern Ontario. And fast forward to today, and mental health is the topic of discussion. It's the hot topic, and for good reason. We've been suffering for a long time up here in Northern Ontario, and especially in the mining communities that I work with. And working in struggling geographic areas, working in the dark, working underground, even surface mining, even if you work in an office, mental health hasn't been a focus in the culture of health and safety. And bringing mental health is really opening the eyes and ears to the employees that I speak to. And I'm requested to talk and educate employees on mental health all the time, more than anything else. As much as I'd love to go into a workplace and put on a fitness class or a yoga class or talk about nutrition, mental health is what they need now, because employees are starting to take more sick time, starting to lose productivity. I just had a gentleman yesterday in one of my sessions that has been having suicidal thoughts that day. And I feel like perhaps we prevented something tragic from happening just from me being there yesterday and talking about it and getting the conversation going, getting employees comfortable with saying the word mental health, saying the word mental illness, and creating a safe space where we can start talking about it and actually having the skills to support a colleague.
That is just such a amazing story, and it does start with talking and speaking out and not staying silent when somebody is struggling. So I think that's just a marvelous good news story for sure. Lisa, you do lots of work with organizations with the health and the safety aspect of workplace culture. How can a healthy employee also be a safer employee, in your opinion?
In my opinion, we talk about this all the time, and in my opinion, as many pieces of, if you put all your PPEs on, if you have your hard hat, your work boots, your glasses, every protective equipment on your body to have a safe day, you're still not completely safe if you're not healthy. A worker could have all the equipment they have to keep them safe, but if their heart is not healthy or if their head is not healthy, they could have a very dangerous day. And in our community, mining is a big industry and it's a dangerous industry. And if you're not focused and if you're not aware of your surroundings or being mindful of what you're doing in your task, you could potentially have a very dangerous day. You could have a fatal day. And that's why it's important for me to promote health in the health and safety industry and in the culture, that just because you have all your equipment on your body, don't assume you're safe. And we want employees to be healthier and safer, and they're starting to get the message. So I'm quite happy about that.
Absolutely. I think bringing that notion of the health and the safety together, especially in the industries in which you're speaking, incredibly important. And being able also as an employer to use health, wellness, and health and safety platform for recruitment and growth within their organization. Share some insights, shed some light on that side as well.
What's really fascinating is recruitment is a difficult commodity right now. It's hard to find good workers that are experienced, that are energetic, that are committed. And if you have a culture of health in your workplace, it's more enticing for someone to apply. And the millennials actually are going to have the biggest buying power probably right now. So the baby boomers are no longer in control. It's the millennial generation that now have the buying power. They have the biggest number of people out in the workforce. They are requesting a healthy workplace. They are demanding a healthy workplace. If you're looking to recruit and you're looking to recruit healthy young workers, you have to have a healthy culture so that you'll get the applicants that you're looking for and be able to hire committed and productive employees. So that's a recruitment strategy for a lot of companies, especially engineering companies, when it's so competitive out there. And companies in my community, they're kind of fighting for the same people. So which employer should I go with? Well, I'm going to go with an employer that cares about my health. And that's been very helpful for them.
Excellent. And you really alluded to that point on culture of caring. And I love that, because when an organization believes in the health and wellness of their people, it might not be their responsibility, but it's really such a wonderful thing to offer as an employer. And to be an employer of choice for the, as you said, the young talent that's hitting our workplaces now. How can a change of culture really impact productivity in terms of that culture of caring, in your opinion?
Culture of caring is a new term, and it's not a term that's floated around easily up here. And employers are starting to see the value of culture of care. Before it was produce, come in early, stay late, don't ask questions, don't complain, don't seek support for whatever it is you need for your health and your wellness. It was just get to work and produce. Great bonuses, earn lots of money. And next thing you know, we have sick employees who are taking time off work to recover. When we start talking about culture of caring, we're starting to bring the onus back on more partnership-driven work, where it's not like do as I say and keep your mouth shut. It's more of a partnership where they're working together, they're communicating, they're being more productive, and ultimately they're being safer. And that's what it is, so being safe and healthy in the workplace. And then they can generate more revenue for the company. So a caring culture is, to me, is a no-brainer. It's common sense. And I've worked in industries years ago where there was no culture of care, and I really didn't enjoy going to work. I wasn't a really good employee. I knew they didn't care about my health and well-being. And I think back to recruiting and maintaining good staff, if they feel like they're being cared about, they're more valued, they're going to stick around a lot longer. They're going to commit a little bit more to their work and to the company.
They're just going to want to go to work and enjoy it. And, you know, when happy people are influencing others, we call that the peer-to-peer influence. I mean, then you can really start to see a culture build with happier, healthier people. Who wouldn't want that? So that whole piece on the health and wellness promotion of a workplace is so critical.
It is. And who wants to go to work in an unhappy environment?
Yeah, absolutely. And safe, which is so important for your industry. Lisa, any last thoughts on the work you do? You've been in this industry a long time. We've been colleagues for a long time. And it's wonderful to be able to share insights and thoughts and strategies. Any final thoughts before we wrap up today?
The biggest comment that I make to my employers and employees is to inspire them to be healthy. And the best way to do that is to make wellness a priority. Exercising, eating healthy, sleeping well, those are all pieces of the puzzle. And if you're not ready to make it a priority, you're not going to eat well. You're not going to care about your sleep. You're not going to exercise. And inspiring people to make it a priority is where I always start my relationship. And I find it just builds and grows and blossoms from there. And then employees have taken ownership on their own health. They're not expecting outside sources to keep them motivated. They have their own internal motivation. So why should they make wellness a priority? And we help them find their why. Why should I be healthy? And they all have different reasons. But once they find that reason, then the journey becomes fun and exciting and positive and successful.
Find the why. Great way to tie this up. Lisa, thank you so much again for your time today. Really appreciated your thoughts and insights and your success stories. Congratulations and best of luck to you in Sudbury.
Thank you, Megan. This has been fun.
Thank you.